Hi everyone and welcome back to Prosys OPC's YouTube channel. I'm Ivo and today we will configure an MQTT publisher to send data to Amazon Web Services. Next we will set up a subscription to receive the data from AWS. I have already set up a thing in the IoT core service using AWS instructions, which you can find linked in the description below. Let's get started. So first, I'm gonna give you a short overview of the thing that I have created here in the AWS IoT. So basically it's this Forge demo, and here you can see the connection address, connection details, so the endpoint is written here, and that's about it. So we can continue to Forge. And here I first need to start up the MQTT module, and then I can navigate the MQTT module. And first we want to create the connections. And here I give this a name, let's say AWS IoT, because I'm gonna connect this to IoT. And then I need the connection, and then the port is this one. I will give this connection client ID Forge. And finally, I need to upload the certificates for this communication. So first I need that. And then I'm gonna add the private key, and finally this CA certificate. And yeah, so that's the connection part. Next, we're gonna continue to configure a template for us. This just makes our life easier, since we can reuse this template for multiple publishers or even for the subscription part. So I'm gonna first give it the name, and then I'm gonna configure the topic prefix like this. And then the quality of service is fine, and the return messages is not necessary. So finally we configure a bit of the message payload. It's a JSON format. Here I can select like which attribute will be mapped or which kind of it is. So here I'm gonna go with the node and value, which means that I'm gonna map a value attribute of a node. And here I'm gonna give the path where the value will be located. So with the dot I can create a hierarchy or object in the JSON format. And if I, for example, want to add this timestamp, I can do it like this. So now I have a JSON object with the message key that has then timestamp and value. And for the timestamp, I'm gonna select this format for now. And because this is just a template, I don't need the node ID selected here. I just fill in everything else. If I would like to, I could add more fields from here, but I'm fine with the value and timestamp. So I'm gonna press add, and then I'm gonna continue to publisher, where I can then select the add publisher. And here we have three options. In this one, I will use the UNS Publisher, since this is the easiest to publish multiple items. So I just navigate to this My Coffee, I select that, apply. So every variable underneath My Coffee will be then added to this publisher, and every variable will be sent in own message with this format. And I can already enable this, and I want to add the My Coffee to be part of the prefix. So I'm ready. I can press save, and here I can see the list of the items that I have added. So now I only have values in few of these variables, and I can subscribe to these from the AWS. And I have the wildcard subscription, and I can see that I receive messages from 2 different topics, and the values are changing here. So that was the publisher part of the video, and next we will continue to subscriptions. So I'm gonna subscribe to those same messages that I just created. I use the same template. I need to select a specific topic, so I'm gonna head here and I can change that to this. And then what I need to do is that from this topic I will receive this payload. I know that for sure, but then I need to map that value to some node. So I'm gonna, let's say, put it in here under the parameters, and I know that my boiler temp water is still free. It doesn't have any mapping, so I can select that one. And yeah, so the subscription is ready. I can press add, and that I can then check from my browser. I will refresh the address base. I'm gonna go to my kitchen, my coffee. I have the parameters here and the temp of the water, and I can monitor that. And I see that, yeah, well, it's received in every second. And that wraps up today's configurations. In this video, we learned how to publish data to AWS using Forge MQTT UNS Publisher, as well as how to receive data with MQTT subscribers. In our next episode, we will explore Forge's history module, which allows you to read historical data directly from nodes using OPC UA's historical access feature. Stay tuned. Thanks for checking out Forge with us. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content. We would love to hear your feedback, so drop us a comment below or reach out using the info in the description box. See you next time.